Good morning, student. Today I continue the chapter forms of business organization. This is chapter number 2, and today will be my lecture number 15B, and topic is choice of form of business enterprises. Choice of form of business enterprises. As I have discussed earlier, we can see that there are different type of business organization, each having its own features, merit and demerit. On comparing their features, merit and demerits, it is very difficult to say which is the best form of business. In my previous video, I have explained about the different type of firm, that is sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family business, cooperative society, joint stock company, type of joint stock company, etc. Each form is suitable for a different business venture. The selection of the suitable form of business organization is generally made keeping in mind of the some factors. So this factor may be these factors may be: first, nature of business. First will be nature of business. The type of business activity is the most important factor for selecting the form of business. If the business requires personal attention and direct contact, sole proprietorship and partnership is preferred. The firms involving rendering service prefer cooperative organization. Firms requiring heavy investment prefer company firm. For example, tailoring shop, beauty parlors, small retailers prefer sole proprietorship due to demand of personal attention. Professionals like CA, lawyers, doctors, etc. prefer partnership departmental store. Partnership departmental stores, basic industries prefer companies firm. Now, second point is capital consideration. Another important factor which help in deciding the form of business is amount of finance required. Business requiring less amount of finance prefer sole proprietorship and partnership firm, where business activities requiring huge financial resources prefer company firm. So you have to do the business on the basis of capital consideration. First was nature of business. Sole proprietorship, partnership and joint stock company also be divided on the basis of nature of business. Third point is degree of control. If the businessman desires complete and independent control over the business, then he has to prefer sole proprietorship firm. If business do not mind sharing the control, then they can go for partnership or company firm. Fourth factor may be legal formalities. If businessmen want to avoid legal formalities and prefer easy formation, then the most suitable form is sole proprietorship firm. If businessmen don't mind, sole proprietorship and partnership, where there are many legal formalities involved in a company form and cooperative form of business organization. It means when we want to start partnership firm and sole proprietorship firm, they have no legal formalities, where there are many legal formalities involved in company form and cooperative form of business organization. Now, fifth point, liability. Liabilities. Another important factor which helps in selecting the form of business enterprises is the degree of risk involved. For high risk of ventures, people prefer company form of business or cooperative organization because liability of member is limited in company form and cooperative form. Because of unlimited liability, people avoid sole proprietorship and partnership form of business. These forms are suitable for less risky venture. It means partnership and sole proprietorship have more risk of business. Next point is management ability. Management ability means the business which requiring efficient management have to select company form of business. As for efficient management, professional experts have to be hired and they charge big salary, and only company firm can afford it. So when we want to select management ability, then we have to do and start company form of business, because partnership form and sole proprietorship firm cannot offer the salary of hired person, that is CA and other professionals. Now, seventh point is flexibility of operation. Flexibility of operations. The business which requires high degree of flexibility should prefer sole proprietorship or partnership form, whereas making changes and taking decisions takes a long time in company form of business. Now, last point of the factor is continuity. continuity. Temporarily, an ad hoc business should prefer sole proprietorship and partnership form as these are easy to form and dissolve. Enterprises set up for long run and of permanent nature should prefer company form so that they can arrange large funds and expand and grow. These factors are interrelated and interdependent. Therefore, an entrepreneur should not consider these factors in isolation. They must consider interrelationship between these factors. Now a student, factor influencing the choice of form of business organization. Factor, I will write in this column factor, most advantageous and least advantageous. First, capital. Capital for company form will be most advantageous, but sole proprietorship form will be least advantageous, because when we have huge capital, then we have to start company form. Next, second, liability. In case of liability, also company form of organization will be most advantageous and sole proprietorship will be less advantageous. Now, third point, continuity. In case of continuity, also company form of organization will be most advantageous and sole proprietorship form least advantageous. Regulation. In case of regulation, sole proprietorship will be most advantageous, but company form of organization will be less advantageous, because more of the rule and regulation to be followed in company form of organization. Fifth point, flexibility. In case of flexibility, also sole proprietorship form will be most advantageous and company form will be less advantageous. Next, managerial skill. In this case, company will be most advantageous and sole proprietorship will be least advantageous. And last is formation. In case of formation, sole proprietorship will be most advantageous and company will be least advantageous, because many formalities have to be done in case of company and no formalities for starting the sole proprietorship fund. So these are the factors influencing the choice of form of business organization. I will meet you in next video with third chapter. This was the last topic of this chapter. Thank you very much.